A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Vandy head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Scarlet Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Roach. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Williams gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Here's Williams to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fakes to grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the 1st. There's a crease. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Williams will pass. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. operating in the red zone here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure going right. Has it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Commodores have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Commodores! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's gonna fire to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
776 captain. 776 captain.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Now adjusting. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running inside. It's Raymond. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. Maybe a crease. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Makes the grab and headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. 1-yard completion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams looking for a man. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeps it on first down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense comes.
Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Using his legs, it's Raymond. Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
It's complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Williams on the play fake. Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for room. It's Raymond.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Moving out to the right. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Williams will pass, buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing, Williams. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The run inside. It's Raymond. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Simmons looking for space to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons makes the catch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Hopkins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Stepping to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
One more snap coming before halftime. Williams. He's going to take off. First down and more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cavaliers looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Raymond.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The offense changing the play. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still
oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good.
Got a little grass. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback extends the play. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Williams. Here's the pressure. sack. This defense all over him.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside. Quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go.
Running inside, it's Roach.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Williams looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vandy. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Simmons on the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Hopkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Raymond. That's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the catch. It's Raymond. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now on second down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. Did make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Throwing, Williams. Got his man on the right. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Throws it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And they get the massive gain. And how about that? The RPO, what do? I play a little bit of pass first, and the running back makes you pay. Takes the football, takes off, shows the burners, and chews up those yards.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Might have a chance. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Rutgers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Williams escapes the pressure to his right. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Commodores peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Williams will pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. Man, you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Williams to the air again. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Grab behind the line. It's Toure. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Hey, kill it. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Might be calling a hot route.
Ninja.
Simmons. On the run, still looking. He throws one to the left. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a 1-possession lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a catch at the 10. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's Williams to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. He's open on the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He goes right back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his... decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Pressure coming, and down he goes. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Time to take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Snap in the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown doors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Skips away from pressure. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 4th down, Simmons. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.